Gemini, hi, welcome to the greenhouse. My name is Sarah, and these are going to be your September messages. Let's take a look at what you're currently working on. Gemini, please keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That being said, if it does resonate, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I super duper appreciate it. All right, Gemini, what are you working on? What's Gemini working on in the month of September? What do they got going on? I'm here and be my little baby. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles underneath. Someone's really focused on money and stability and finances at this time. You have your eye on the prize, but it seems like to almost like a laborious way. Let's see what that's about. Three of Pentacles is also about teamwork, so maybe it's just you really craving help in some kind of way. Like, I need someone to... And then the Eight of Pentacles, I picked up the whole deck, but the top card stayed, it's the Eight of Pentacles, so the 7 to 8. So the 7 is all about investment and putting in the hard work, and the 8 is like being able to do it with your eyes closed, mastering something. So you're wanting to master something or just push past the like laborious stage of whatever this is that you're working on. What's making it laborious? What's the challenge for Gemini? That's a quarter of the deck. 1 to 3 cards, please, for the challenge Gemini is currently trying to focus on and get a handle. All right, well, the Queen of Swords flipped. And the Lover's on the bottom. So the Queen of Swords, you know, that is your energy being air. Typically the Queen of Swords would be Libra, but I feel like this is you trying to be diplomatic. Like, you're trying to understand all sides of something and see what the clearest, most accurate approach to something would be, to whatever this teamwork or project or investment is. Or it's like you're wanting to, maybe for some of you, it's like wanting to pass off whatever this teamwork project is so that you can just be free of it. Let's get more about this Queen of Swords. 5 of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there's something... when I saw the 7 of Pentacles, it felt more like you're trying to do your work and you just have a lot of distractions around. Like a lot of like, you know, like if the 7 of Pentacles is growing fruit and stuff, it seems like a lot of gnats, a lot of problems, a lot of things like that. So I feel like with your challenge coming out, Queen of Swords, 5 of Swords, it's like, do I stop this? Do I cut out a certain participant? Do I get better gnat spray? Like, I think you're trying to figure out why you're having to fight so much for this collaboration to jive. Like, there's something, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 4 of Swords, there's something where it's like either you're defensive of this offer and that like you feel like you're not ready to receive it or you don't know what you would do with it, or someone is defensive with what you have to offer or like not wanting to receive it. I'm almost getting like when a parent wants to hand down a business and their kid is like, but that's not what I want to do, not you, like something like that. And so I feel like there's a little bit of hurt here because you're like, well, I built this thing and I put in so much effort. I got it all the way to the 7. I'm trying to hand it off to you at the 8 so you can just enjoy like the 9 and 10, but like you're looking at it as some kind of deception. Not you, whomever this is you're trying to hand it to, or you, if someone's trying to hand you something. You know your story better than I do. Let's get one more for this Queen of Swords, 5 of Swords. That could also be not trusting what your intuition is telling you, what you're hearing, what you're saying. Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Some of you, your family is just expanding at this time. And like with the Page of Swords to the Ace of Wands, that could be like a new birth of some sort. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. It's like you want to be done so you can just enjoy this family. Like you want to go into mom mode or grandma mode or dad mode or grandpa mode, right? Like there's something here, Wheel of Fortune. You want a change, and the Moon, you want things to just be like, if the sun is action energy and the moon is just going with it and receptive energy, like you want to be able to just flow and be in your emotions. And for a lot of you, I feel like maybe you thought this like would never come, whatever this is, whether it's an opportunity, like I said, maybe you thought you were never going to be a parent or never going to be a grandparent or something like that, and then here it is. So you're like, all right, well, now I need to rethink some things because all of the plans in the making were to a different path. Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Go slow and rest. I feel you wanting to quickly shift gears, but this is not, that's not how this will be achieved. Give me Spirit's advice for Gemini, please. King of Cups, Three of Swords, the Sun. Three of Cups, Eight of Wands on the bottom. I really feel like this is something you were prepared to not receive in your life. And then it came. And I think you're so overjoyed emotionally and like, all right, what do we do? How do we do this practically? What teamwork do we do? Do we have enough money? Are we making sure like you're just very much in that? And I feel like that's why Spirit is saying your challenge is the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords, because it's like, I think you're deceiving yourself, not deceiving yourself. I think you're doing yourself a disservice to be so mentally focused and like, about whatever this is, instead of just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is finally happening. You know, if the universe is providing this miracle into your life, then I feel like it's safe to assume that the universe is going to provide you with whatever miracle is necessary in order for this to feel like a true blessing and not a burden. And King of Cups, Three of Swords, the Sun. It's almost like you have to choose whether you want to see this as stressful or a blessing. And again, like with the Sun, that could be a child. So it's like, I understand, you know, an unexpected pregnancy or something like that could certainly trigger the, oh my God, I need help, I need teamwork, we got to figure this out, I need to focus on money, like all of those things, right? But you get to decide if this is done in a vibration of anxiety or a vibration of excitement. And I don't know if this is you carrying or someone else around you carrying, but please don't form a life in the energy of anxiety. You know, like the most important thing for everyone involved when something new is taking off is for everyone to just be in a state of like surrender and aligned action. And if you feel like other people aren't pulling their own weight, I'd say pray on it before you start any sharp conversations. Unless you're pregnant with a deadbeat kid, then by all means be as sharp as you need to be, because you know, somebody's got to grow the fuck up in some respect. But for most of you, I feel like this is just when you want something so long and then it comes in and then you're hit with all the responsibilities of that thing and then you start stressing and it's just like, how is that? How is that the energy you want to hold a miracle in? I don't think so. So maybe reconsider and look at it more like an opportunity to no longer stress and worry, like especially if you have been trying, like if this is pregnancy for you or this is a new job or a project, like if you have been trying to get this off the ground or conceive or whatever for a long time, like just enjoy the success of not having to go up to the plate again in that way. You know what I mean? Am I making myself clear, Gemini? Because I just feel like you're looking at the responsibilities of this blessing and not the magic behind it. And, you know, you're Gemini, so you're capable of feeling the widest range of emotions and thoughts around something. So I need you to pull yourself to that other side because, frankly, there's an element of anger and frustration to your energy that would make you not the best teammate to collaborate with at this time. Okay, let's get the likely outcome for Gemini. What's the likely outcome? The Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the World. Wow. Wow. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles, right? We talked about that being the mastery after the Seven of Pentacles. So when the Eight of Pentacles is coming out with the Four of Cups, it's like, just meditate to perfect this stuff, because the Four of Cups is apathy, and it's like you not wanting to receive something. And so when it comes out of like you not wanting to receive the Eight of Pentacles, when you just told me in the beginning of the reading, you're working your way to the Eight of Pentacles, it's like there's some kind of inconsistency here. So whether it's like, yeah, I want this, but not like that, or yeah, I want this, but not yet. Like you need to release control to a certain extent, because your talent, like the way you manifest with spirit is to follow your joy to the highest extent without any perceived expectation on the outcome and how it's going to come to you. And right now you're only being open to like what you can perceive as how this would happen. And the universe is trying to give you a fourth option that would bring in this effortlessness in creating this, instead of like, it would go from laborious to effortless if you were to just like stop looking at things the way you're expecting it to happen and be open to an alternative solution, approach, whatever it may be, because those two cards came out with the Wheel of Fortune in the World. So it's something about your luck changing, something about karma cycles closing. And yeah, I mean, it's eclipse season, so of course it's about karmic cycles closing. But I feel like this is a karmic cycle with yourself on whether or not you want to stress and pull more weight than honestly, what I want to say is than anyone's even asking you to. So if you are overperforming or overachieving or just overdoing it in some degree, ask what it is you're trying to get out of that, because often it's just like to feel worthy, to feel like appreciated by the other people. But the fact of the matter is it's like you don't have to kill yourself to get people to respect you and appreciate what you're giving. So I feel like you're doing you're doing a lot. I feel like you're doing a lot, and I don't want to say you're being extra right now in like a terrible way, because I see your intentions are like stability, clarity, making sure everyone has what they need, and that is honorable. But you need to understand that you can't manifest healthy things from that tight of a grip, especially when you're Gemini. You're meant to be like very fluid in energies. So I just want to say, like, because the Wheel of Fortune also has all of the fixed signs tied to it, and so does the World, right? Like we can see all of that, and fixed energy is stuck energy. And we're going into a mutable period, which you're a mutable sign. So I need you to like release certain fixed tendencies. If you have Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Leo in your chart, check out those placements and see how they're being affected right now, because that could be where your hang up is. Like you could be a Gemini with the Taurus moon and then be like hardly even a Gemini walking the streets, because you've got so much Taurus stubbornness like anchoring down your emotions, right? So there could be something like that where you do have fixed energy in your life that you feel like is blocking you. But the fact of the matter is, with the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck and the Six of Cups, like nothing's blocking you but your own pressure. Like you're putting so much pressure on yourself, like I gotta do this, I gotta get this, I gotta make sure everyone's here. And then like after you do all that, then you sit back in this energy of like, well, what's left for me? And that's why they're saying you need to temper this out, and you need to release the burdens of having to be everything to everyone, and just wait and see what happens. Oh my God, how beautiful. The Three of Wands and the Magician and the Fool. Look at these. See, your last 3 cards in your readings are these 3 frogs. You have all people out here. And then you get these 3 frogs in your last leg of your reading. And frogs are all about healing and transformation. And I understand it might be hard for you to go from feeling like a frog to a tadpole. But if it's really hurting you to jump, it might be nice to like not have legs for a little bit so you can regrow stronger ones or something like that. There's something about like needing to take a time out, knowing that how you've been going forward hasn't been fully serving you and in fact has been like exhausting you. I feel like there's something else with the frogs here, like maybe you really like frogs. I just feel like there's significance there and that our reading ended with 3 frogs. Let's, you know what, Gemini, because we have extra time anyway, I'm going to read to you the frog card out of the animal spirit book because I just feel like there's too much of a thing happening here with that. Frog, clearing, cleansing, healing. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. All right. Then the Fool is ultimate rejuvenation. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. Wow, can't make this shit up. When in balance, clear energy and an enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted, running on empty. Sounds like you, Gemini. To bring into balance, lake, river, ocean, or bathhouse. So, I'm going to leave your reading there, Gemini. If you got something out of it, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I very much appreciate you for being here. See you next time.